everybody. All right, couple minutes. We'll get started. Just get ready, pumped up with some diamond music. All right, hey guys, how's everybody doing? Pretty good? All right, we are gonna actually jump right in. We're not going to do a group chat or anything like that, so you could unmute yourself if you wanna ask questions, or you can ask questions on the chat here, but we're gonna try to keep this training like right at 30 minutes, maybe a little bit over if you guys have a lot of questions, but we wanna kind of keep it short and sweet, even though there's like a crazy amount of information that I'm about to go over with you guys. But first, while everybody's hopping on, I wanted to see if the girls that went to conference would just want to share their aha moment from conference, like what they learned, their favorite part, that kind of thing. So we can talk about that while everybody is hopping on, and then we'll get started. So Hannah, did you want to go first? I'll put you on the spot.
That's fine. I can go first. I was like, I'm just so tired still. Okay. Yeah, I wrote down a couple things. I'm going to try to keep it short and sweet because we have a lot of stuff to go over, like Melissa said. But before I even get started, like before we even talk about conference, the first thing I need you guys to start thinking of is I have to start planning a trip next year. Like every single person that's listening, like no questions asked. You have 365 days. You have to plan to go to conference. Like there's no questions about it. You have to go. It's just life-changing. I'm saying that because it's a cute hashtag. You know, it is like life-changing. Like I cried the whole time at conference, like bawling, because these girls' stories, they get on the stage, they get recognized for their hard work, but they got the same business builder kit that I got. They got this, you know, they paid the same amount joining the business. Does somebody have a question? I don't know. So my biggest thing is I've already had this vision, but being able to see and hear like other women's stories and their vision and how hard they had to work and where they come from. You know, so a lot of people grew up from an easier lifestyle that I was fortunate to have, and they still made it work, and they still put a lot of effort into this business and their company. And the fact that I get to see them getting on stage and getting announced, and I have this vision and I want to change lives. So Mark taught us to dream bigger and better. So my dream is I want to be on that stage. Like it was amazing that I got to see these people get on stage for their hard work, and that is what I want to do. And my biggest thing was two things. I know I'm already past a minute. Two things real quick is I don't know everyone's story. I don't know if you guys are in the same boat as me, but if your like husband or significant other is not there yet, doesn't see doesn't see the vision as you do, like they need to go to conference with you. That was one of my biggest things was my husband he was supportive, of course, of anything I put my mind to, but he just didn't understand why I'm so passionate and why I'm working so hard. And after we left, we hugged each other and we cried and we're like, okay, we're going to do this. So that was an amazing aha moment for me. And my second one is a little bragging moment, but I got to shake Mark Pentecost's hand at an after party. I looked at him in the eye and I said, Mark, Tina, don't know my name because you're going to announce it next year. And I had him look at my shoes and I was like, and I want to know, do you think these shoes would look cute when you call me on stage next year? Like, I was like dead serious. And that's kind of like a promise to myself. I was like, you know what? I told you that you're going to call my name next year. And you know what? I'm not going to be sitting in that arena and say he's not going to call it. I'm going to be with the microphone looking at him in the eye on stage and saying, remember last year when I said you're going to know my name? You know what I mean? Like, so that was my biggest thing. And that's going to be my biggest push this year is I'm going to say, Mark, remember me telling you to know my name because here it is.
Perfect. I love that. Yeah, she really did go up and tell him that too. It was kind of funny. All right, cool. Hammy Ham, what was yours? That's my new nickname for her.
Sorry guys, I'm still sick. Okay, so I had a lot of moments at conference. Like Hannah, I was super emotional. Everyone's story, somehow I was able to relate to them. It really just like hit home for me. My aha moment was, the only thing that's holding me back is myself. Most of you know I'm a first-time mommy, and a lot of my excuses was, oh, Miriam's having a bad day. Miriam's fussy. Like, I can't go on a Zoom. I can't send a message. I can't do this. I can't do that. Dude, when I tell you that these people were hooked up to oxygen tanks and were still working and in a hospital, like, trying to survive from cancer, there is no excuse. You know what I mean? Like everybody can do this. And, not only, like, obviously the money, the recognition, all of that is amazing, but achieving those things is what is driving me right now. Like Hannah said, I told Melissa and I told Nicole, we're walking together across that stage. Like, there's no stopping us. I'm going to cry right now because I'm getting emotional again. But, like, guys, when we say it's life-changing to go to conference, it literally is life-changing. I had my insecurities. I had my doubts. I had all these things going through my mind walking into conference. And I let all of that go. Nothing is holding me back. Like, I still have my green hair and I'm rocking my It Works gear. I left my house today in my Blitz earrings, and my sister got freaked out and told me to take them off. But, and I blitzed people today too, guys. Like, I've never blitzed anyone because I was so, like, scared and nervous and like, oh my God, what is anyone going to say to me? Two complete strangers that I never met today. I went up to them. I blitzed them. I gave them my business card, and I gave them a Blitz card. And I just chatted them up. Like there's, for me, my aha moment was nothing is holding you to do it. They don't have, like, any magic up their sleeves. I can do it too. That's it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I'm so proud of you for going and putting all your into it, because I know kind of how you were feeling maybe going into it, and I could tell coming out that you came out a different person than going in. And I'm super proud of you for blitzing today. That's amazing. And those Blitz card earrings, let me tell you, we got stopped everywhere we went during conference, people asking us where we got them from. And honestly, we just made them like 5 minutes before. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, we're definitely going to be on that stage. So, all right. Thank you, Hermes. I kept calling her Hermes all weekend. She's like, that's not my name. That's why I call her Hammy now. All right, Amber, are you driving or are you good? Oh.
I am driving, yes. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, do you want to wait? Do you want to go after Ryan?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right, Ryan, I'm unmuting you. Okay.
All right. Hi. Say, the night before, I almost didn't go to conference. I'm gonna cry. Okay, so give me a second.
You got this, girl.
Yeah, you got it. Don't worry. You want me to go?
No, I'll go. I just need 1 second. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. This is probably the only time you'll see me really cry. So, the night before, I almost backed out of conference. I'm going through a separation right now, and it's a really hard time. But seriously, if I never went to conference, I think my life would have been so much harder coming home. Like when I went to conference, it was like like every single thing about conference changed my life, changed my like outlook on every single thing. Like coming home. Like I said, I'm going through a separation right now, right? So I could have hit double diamond months ago, but a lot in my own personal life has held me back. And moving forward now with going to conference and seeing like Amisa said and Hannah said, like every single person that walks across that stage, you have something. Like it could be the smallest thing or the biggest thing, but you have something in common with every single person that goes on that stage. And I don't know how many times I fought my tears during conference, but my biggest aha moment probably was during worship. Like it totally renewed my faith. And like, sorry, honestly, you guys have to go. Like you have to go. It is going to be life changing for you. But I'm done. So just go before I like start bawling.
Thank you. I know one of mine was the worship too, and it's just so unbelievable what the company puts into these conferences. I mean, they flew in a pastor that just was absolutely incredible. They flew in Bayside music. The actual like service itself, like you didn't have to be a Christian to understand, like to get the value or to feel, nobody felt uncomfortable. Like nobody was required to go, but everybody that went, I feel like took something away from it that was like absolutely amazing. And I'll be honest, my husband stayed at worship with us, and that's the first time he's ever gone to church with me. And I go every Sunday, so I always go by myself. So like that was like a big thing for me, is like same as like what Hannah was saying, you know, get the boys there, like get your husbands there, your significant others, like whatever you have to do, because it really like solidifies their belief in you, and having that extra support is like really helpful. Okay, so mine real quick were leave the junk in the past. So I'm leaving everything in 2017 that happened. You know, we had a fallout with some of our team leads and lost, you know, a lot of distributors and went to another competing company. And I'm okay with that. For the first time since September, like I'm at peace with that. Like I've 100% put that behind me. I don't even like want to like talk about it, think about it, anything like that anymore, because it's held me back from triple. And honestly, I was using that as an excuse in my head of why I couldn't get there. But really, had I not let it continue to keep bogging me down and affecting my outlook and positivity, like I probably could have hit triple months ago without those people. So that was like a big thing. And then build your business the way you love to build your business. I built myself to diamond in 6 weeks by doing wrap parties. I can't tell you guys the last time I did a wrap party, to be honest. Like it's probably been 9 months, maybe longer, since I've launched a distributor. So I already booked 3 wrap parties for Sunday. And then I'm doing another one on the 16th. And then I also booked a bridal expo on the 25th. So I'm going back to doing what I love and building the business the way that I love to build the business. And kind of that was like a big piece for me. Like social media has done me well, but I went diamond in 6 weeks, but I've been double for 2 years, right? So like, why am I still doing the things that, you know, aren't helping me personally in my business? So I'm going back to doing what I love, and I'm going to teach people how to do that, just like I teach everybody how to do social media, and then everybody can find out what's best and what they love. So those were my 2 big things. Let's see if Amber, you ready, Amber?
Yeah, I'm good. So I had a lot of aha moments. I could probably go on for hours about things that really got me when we were there. But I think the first thing that really spoke to me was that there were 150 top income earners that walked across the stage, and none of them looked the same. None of them had the same story, and none of them had the same background. So like for me, that was like, there are people up there who are my age and who are in college and who are walking across that stage after being in the business for just a year. And like, there were also people who have like 5 kids, right? So like for me, that said, number one, like if all of them can do it, I can do it too. And number two, I have no children. I don't work full time right now, so I have no excuse. And all of these people who are telling their stories, like Hamis was saying, there was someone who had cancer and was like hooked up to oxygen and went triple diamond. And I was like, okay, so what's my excuse? Like, so that was really big for me. Like, just get to work. And someone else said something along the lines of like, whatever it is that you think is your excuse for not working, like, just get over it. Like, so whatever my excuses are right now, like, I'm just gonna get over it. That was one of the other things for me. The second biggest thing for me was when we did have that sermon. It was talking a lot about like the things that make you feel down. He said is like the work of the devil, right? So even if you're not spiritual, you don't believe in something like that. That was more of, to me, like, you can choose to let the things in your life that are negative be negative, or you can react to it and make it positive. So like if someone says no to you and it's really hurtful, like, okay, like just go on to the next one, like just make it better. So I think those things really spoke to me, and I don't know why, but I've heard those things 100 times, but just being there in that atmosphere with that energy, just, I don't know what it was, just really made it click for me. So if you haven't gone to conference, you really need to, so that all those things align for you too. So just get to work, guys. This is going to be so amazing.
Awesome. Thank you, Amber. And then I think the last one on here is Kimmy. Kimmy, are you on? I don't see your beautiful face. Maybe, maybe not.
Is Jessica on too? Phipps?
I didn't see her. I only see Jesse Cooper. Let me double check. Oh no, Jessica is on. Jessica, are you on? Maybe she's... You want to message her real quick?
I think I heard her.
Oh, okay. Oh. Can you hear us, Jessica?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Yeah, I'm on. I'm just in the car. So.
Oh, shoot. Are you okay to do your aha moment, or do you want to wait till later?
What to do? What? I didn't quite hear that.
To say what your biggest takeaway from conference was?
Oh, well, I think it was just, I really liked all of the because of it works stories, especially the ones where they were like the most similar to my life, like with the nurses, you know, like working all these crazy hours and missing things with their little kids at home, and that, and then like just the energy that was there, like all the people that were so like believing in other people, and just it was just super powerful and very motivating.
Yeah, definitely. Awesome. Kimmy, what did you think of conference? What was your favorite part?
I think my favorite part of conference was probably also along the lines of what Amber was saying, just seeing those 150 on the stage and hearing those because of their stories, and seeing that these, you know, all these people are real people and they have real life problems and they have real life struggles, but they chose to, you know, hustle their butts off and really worked this business because they saw the opportunity that it can give us all. You know, there's really no limit to how far you can go with It Works, in financial terms, in terms of friendships, in terms of relationships. It's just, there's so much potential for every single person here to be successful. And it's all about like letting go of that fear and letting go of those doubts and just believing in yourself and staying positive and having that positive energy. Being around that this weekend was amazing. It was really a game changer for me. Like I have caught the fever. I have caught the vision. I have got that fire in me now. And hearing all our tops and all our ambassadors and all their tips and advice, I think is really going to help me personally this year get to where I want to be.
Yeah, definitely. And it was so cool, you guys, because none of us have met each other before. Most of us hadn't. I mean, Ryan and Hamiz and I had met, but other than that, I hadn't met anybody. And it was like you meet everybody, and it's like you're instantaneously like best friends. Like it's the craziest thing. You know, there's no awkward like, what are we going to talk about? You know, because we talk to each other every day. So that's like super cool. And then everybody's so nice that it's just easy. It's an easy environment. So cool. Well, thanks you guys for sharing. I'm going to jump right into the bonuses. Let me see. Okay, let me just make sure everybody's muted. So I'm just going to go over them, and then we'll do like a Q&A right after. Okay, so the Emerald bonus. So there was a lot of confusion when this first came out, so I just want to kind of explain it real quick. We're going to watch a 4-minute video on how to build to Emerald, and then I'm going to talk to you guys about a couple things that are going to happen if you go Emerald, or yeah, if you hit Emerald, or if you build Emerald. So the Emerald bonus, so we've never had a $5,000 Emerald bonus. The bonuses have always been Diamond and above. One year we did a $2,000 bonus, but that was like a long time ago. So this $5,000 bonus is huge, and it's only good until basically until April 30th. So if you joined before January, you have till the end of this month to hit Emerald. If you joined in January, you have until March 31st to hit Emerald. And if you joined in February, you have till April 30th to hit Emerald. So for a lot of you on here, it's going to be the end of this month. So that's why I wanted to kind of show you guys this quick video, because you look at the chart and it looks overwhelming, but if you watch this video, it's really simple and it's a step-by-step process. And if you follow the steps to success and you teach your distributors to do the exact same thing, you can get it done literally in 1 month or 2 months. In this case, we're going to be pushing to get it done in 23 days. And I truly believe that everybody on the Zoom can make that happen if you keep it simple and keep it fun. So a couple things with the Emerald bonus before we watch the video. It is paid out in 10 payments of $500. That's added to your commission. And you have to maintain Emerald to keep getting your payouts. So if you hit Emerald this month and then next month you hit Ruby, you would get Emerald pay, you would get the bonus for this month, but then next month you wouldn't get it. But if you hit it again, you'll get it back. So in the past, anytime that you missed a bonus, you never got the bonus back. But It Works is saying now you can get it back for every month that you hit Emerald for 10 months. So it doesn't get extended on the back end. It's just 10 months from the day that you hit. So you might get paid that $500 bonus 8 months out of the 10 or 10 months out of the 10 or whatever it is, you want to just maintain that bonus. You also have to have 4 qualified loyal customers in order to get the bonus. So that needs to be the first thing that everybody does, is make sure that they still have 4 active qualified loyal customers. When we used to have the Ruby bonus, like so many people would miss it because people would cancel and then we wouldn't even know. Carl actually lost a $20,000 diamond bonus because a customer canceled on the day, it was like 3 days into the following month. And so they tried to take his bonus away because he didn't have 4 customers at the time of payment, but we were able to contest it thankfully and he got it back. But it's super important to make sure you have 4. I would say have 6, like, because if they cancel at the last minute, you're going to lose that bonus. And you need those anyway to get the diamond bonuses and the double and the triple, which we're going to go over next.
Sorry, Mel. So that's even if you don't run an auto ship, you still have to have the LCs.
Yeah, and you have to be commission qualified. So I would run an auto shipment and make sure you have 4 LCs just to be safe, but definitely 4 LCs. Okay, so I'm going to play this video, and it's kind of quiet, so hopefully you guys can hear it. I hope you can. It's really good. If not, Ryan, text me so that I can figure out what else to do, like if you guys can't hear it. Let's see. And it's just a quick one, so let me turn the volume up on my computer. Okay.
Hey guys, I want to tell you about something really, really exciting that It Works is doing. There is a $5,000 bonus that you can earn in 2 months when you reach the rank of Emerald. Okay, so I'm going to tell you exactly what that is, exactly how to do that. Anybody can go out and do this, okay? So you have 2 months to complete this bonus, but what's cool is that that means 2 full calendar months. So whatever month you sign up in, as long as you don't sign up on the very first day of the month, that's your bonus month. So the sooner you sign up in your bonus month, the more time you have to complete this bonus. So if you were to sign up in February, the sooner you start, the better. That's your bonus month. Your goal that month is 3 distributors. So each of these boxes represent a distributor. So you would be doing 1, 2, 3, and that's it for your bonus month. Okay, so month 2, everything that happens in month 2 is going to be pink. If you were to sign up in February, your month, this would be your month 1. Your month 1 would be March. So you're going to encourage these new team members that you sign up to do exactly the same thing that you just did. 1, 2, 3, okay? So 1, 2, 3, and this person signs 1, 2, 3, and your goal is another 3. You have one up here for sure, but even if you don't complete the goal, that's okay. So now you have this much of the chart filled in, and it's only March, okay? Now your official month 2 is April. So April, you have all these new people down here, and you're teaching everybody to sign 3 people. So out of these 3, at least one of them is going to sign 2. So as you can see, there's a ton of flexibility with this. Not everybody even has to sign 3. And that doesn't even include you signing anybody that month. So as you can see, the sooner you sign up in your bonus month, the better. So for example, in February, the sooner the better you have to reach this goal. Now these people that are signing up, they can be somebody who also wants to run for the $5,000 bonus, or they can be somebody who just wants a $100 shopping spree. They can be somebody who wants a ton of extra free product when they join this business. Maybe they're not seeing a long-term vision or committed to this yet, but they just want free product. There is so much free product on the table when you get started. Just with the $99, you get 5 single body wraps, you get a free 2-day cleanse, 5 days of our keto coffee, mini defining gel samples, and 5 days of greens. So that is an insane amount of product just for $99 that you can try, or you can use that, you can sell that and make that money right back. And then when you earn the $100 shopping spree for signing up 4 customers, then that is what will fill in these volumes here. So each person needs to have a group volume of 400. That's basically like having $400 worth of sales, but everybody's going to be working towards that in order to earn their $100 shopping sprees. So everybody will be working together. Everybody just has very, very small attainable goals each month. And then just by doing this, you will become an Emerald. An Emerald makes an average normally of $794 a month. This 5K bonus that you would earn for doing this in 2 months, just like we explained, is paid out $500 a month over 10 months. So instead of the $794, you're looking at $1,294 a month. Now the very next rank after Emerald is called Diamond. That opens up so much more income. It's over $2,000 a month, and you would still get your bonus payout even from hitting Diamond. So I'm hoping that's not too confusing, and hopefully it breaks it down for you to see just how simple it is, and just how with everybody working together, doing their part, that big things can happen. So excited for you to go Emerald and earn the 5K.
Okay, so did you guys catch that at the end that if you, yeah, Jessica, I'll give you guys the YouTube link. Actually, let me put it in here. Did you guys catch that? That if you go Emerald and get the $5,000 bonus, that you can also, once you go Diamond, you still get the 10 months of that payout, which is like amazing because then you're going to get 2 bonuses instead of 1. Okay, so what questions do you guys have about that?
And also, guys, keep in mind that is American dollars. So you guys are going to be the Canadians are going to be cashing in on more than that, 62.50.
Right.
And then whatever. So I just want to let you guys know.
Yeah, definitely. Let me see.
The one thing that I am confused about, and I never asked this question, I just do it. The 400 box, right? So when you're looking in the top line, so you have you, and then you have the 2 rubies, and then you have the 2 400 boxes. Those are 2 other distributors that their sales have to equal the 400 volume.
Yes.
Okay, but then your rubies, they're 400 line, correct?
Therefore, yeah, they have to all be at 400 boxes too. So,
but your rubies will be 400. Like your leg heads will be 400 because the people underneath them. So
yeah, that's what
you don't have to worry about.
yeah, so like, I don't know if you guys can see this, but like if they're in the ruby spot, like if they're in this spot or executive, these will automatically be at 400, or this one, sorry, executive. They'll automatically be at 400 because they have distributors under them. They just have to be commission qualified. So anybody that place holds on your chart as ruby or executive just has to be commission qualified, but the boxes under them have to be at 400.
And commission qualified is the 150 volume, correct?
Yeah, or if they run an 80 BV auto shipment.
Yeah, if they run the auto ship. Okay.
Yep, perfect. Oops.
Guys, make sure to ask questions now because I know some of you have questions, but maybe you're scared to ask them. But make sure you guys are asking them because we're going to be having a Q&A. I'm not sure if we're going to do it Mondays, but we're going to have it once a week. So I highly advise that you guys start writing down if you guys have any questions or anything that you want to discuss during those meetings. You ask your questions now about anything.
I also want to throw in there that if you guys are like me and also you're taking notes and you guys want to print out this information as well so you can like really look over it and read it, make sure you guys are utilizing the fact that we have all of this information in our eSuite. So when you're in eSuite, you want to make sure you go under document library and you guys can, there's a search bar up there and you guys can type in like all the new products that were announced and our commission, our compensation plan, and these bonuses. You will find everything in detail on your eSuite. So make sure you guys are using that too. I strongly suggest, and Melissa already did it like first thing this morning when she had her hands on her computer, is to print off all of that information and really read over it. That's just what I recommend, is make sure you guys are taking advantage of the tools that we have.
If you're Canadian and you don't find it in the Canadian one, just take out the country and then search it that way, because not all the documents are available if it's just under the Canadian section, if that makes sense. So it's on the right-hand side, there's a drop-down menu that you can pick the country, if I'm correct, if someone can click on that. Yeah, and then if you can't find it on the Canadian one, just put like no country there, put it clear, and then you can find the stuff there.
Yeah, definitely.
I did have a question. I want to do a sip and sample party this Friday. My first question is that too much of a short notice to just kind of throw it out on Facebook and say, hey, girlfriends, like, come on over, let's do this?
Nope.
My second question is, how much products like should I have on hand? Like I've got the keto coffee, I have shakes, I have greens, I have a lot of the supplements, I have wraps, I have toner, I have cleanser. like all these stuff so that they could like touch and feel and whatever. But like, I'm wondering, is that enough or?
Yeah, it's definitely enough because with the parties, it's actually surprising, but less is more. Like they were saying it kind of at the conference, like you don't want to have like a big table full of stuff because you're going to talk to them about being a loyal customer and you're going to talk to them about being a distributor. And you don't want the people that are on the fence of being a distributor think that they have to have props and, you know, all this product and stuff like that. So when I do mine on Sunday, I'm basically just going to have a table up with a black tablecloth. And I'm going to sample the keto coffee, the shake, the greens, and then I'm going to wrap them. So while they're wrapping, oh yeah, there's one more thing too. Yeah, so when you're wrapping, you'll go through the products with them and you'll talk to them about it. There's a slideshow. Stephanie saw it in eSuite. There's actually a slideshow that you can play. It's the PowerPoint presentation, and it takes you through like the points of the company and the things that you can say and the products that you can go over and like their key points, like while they're doing like their sip and sample and like while you're passing it around. So I plan on just doing that while I talk about the products. And then at the end, I only give them two options. They can sign up as a customer, they can sign up as a distributor. I don't really ever give them the option to not sign up, or I don't tell them about the retail. But you don't really want to have a whole lot of stuff. Like you can have, you know, maybe a couple before and afters, but like, you know, don't go too crazy. And then you can charge for the wraps if you want. I know the ones I'm doing on Sunday, I'm going to be wrapping people for free because I have so many, but it's up to you guys on what you want to do with that. You can wrap them for free. You can charge them the $25 or the $35, or you can say it'll be free if you sign up as a loyal customer. You can do whatever you want as far as like charging people because it's your business. But I think everything that you have is fine. And then I think the important thing is to go over the fit packs and what the fit community. So
Yeah, for some reason, my app will load the What the Fit stuff.
Oh no!
We did it, and I don't know what's going on with it. But I can't get it on there.
That's weird. Did you update it?
Yeah. Yeah, and I was showing it to Hillary at conference, and she's like, "I don't understand what's going on." I'll try deleting it again since I'm home now.
Okay.
And downloading it again, but it just it wasn't coming through, so I don't know what's going on.
That's weird.
Melissa, can I share something I learned about a wrap party at conference?
Yes.
So real quick, guys, I want to just keep the question and answers going, but I wanted to share this since we're talking about conference and we're talking about wrap parties, that first of all, I giggled, Hummies, when you asked about how much product you need, because I giggled because I'm like a good version of like what not to do. Like I was that girl that had every single product on the table. It was like, da, 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 da. Like I had no idea. Less is more. Keep that in mind. Just less is more. And, but depending on how you're doing it, they talked about something that I'd never heard of. I don't know if you guys have, but I thought it was a really cool, creative idea and super simple. But they, one girl had a little wrap party. She had a booth set up actually at like a race or something like that, but she called it a fit bar. So it's still a wrap party, but at her party or event or booth that she had, she called it a fit bar. So it's just like, you know, a bar like you get like an alcoholic beverage or whatever, but it's your keto coffee, it's your chocolate greens, it's your berry, it's your orange. And depending on what you have available, don't go out and spend this, but if you have it on hand, if you have like a Keurig machine, then you can have like your Keurig right there and make that keto coffee. If you don't, if you have milk on hand and if you have your chocolate greens and you can pre-make it, or if you don't even have that, and if you have the greens and you just have water, mix that up. And, but I don't know about you, but I want to be like giving that out for free because that's like all this money going away. Like I'm still trying to think of like, you guys need money for these parties. So if you're selling that keto coffee, a pack is what, like $5. So just sell it like you're at Starbucks, make that Keurig machine, make their keto coffee, and then they each get it for $5 or something like that. So just a really cool creative idea when you guys are starting to do parties, because that's going to take your business to the next level. So to the whole nother level. So you guys can also do like a bar too if you want, but you're not giving them away like a freebie. If you guys are making like them a full drink, you guys should, maybe charge by the sample.
Obviously, I'm the one that's like asking asking all like these questions and sounding silly out here, so I'm just going to keep going. I have another question.
Go.
And I actually had one of our teammates actually say this at conference, and I run into this a lot too. So a lot of my girlfriends are the people that I know weight issues, so they don't really get, what benefits they would get from our products. So that's like, another thing too, when you're having like a fit party or a wrap party, if you guys are concerned that you're not a product of the product because you're thin and you don't have weight issues, our skincare line is amazing. I just had my aunt actually called me when I was in Florida, the last loyal customer that I signed, and she got some cream from us, and this woman only uses like crazy expensive stuff, and she can't stop raving about how great the products were that she got and how happy she is and how she's going to recommend it to all of her girlfriends. So, it's not all about the weight loss stuff. So even if you do have a party, you could do, instead of doing a fit bar, do a beauty bar. Like, that's another idea that you guys can have if you run into that issue where, all your girlfriends are skinny cows and don't need to lose weight.
Yeah, she's is it Ronnie who's number 2? I can't remember who that girl's name was.
Yeah, Renessa Brown.
Yeah. Yes, she was talking about how she just gets people on like a Zoom like this right now and has people hop on, and she like opens up her energy drink and she's talking to the girls while she's getting all of her like beauty products, and she's like cleaning her face while she's talking to them. She's putting the cleanser on. She's doing the exfoliating peel, the lip and eye. Like, she's just doing her routine, kind of like you would do like on a Facebook Live. But she's doing like a Zoom like this, and she's using the products and talking about it. So that's also like another way for Beauty Bar, because I'll be like the awkward girl, like, hey, go to my bathroom real quick while I put this on. But like, there's other ways you guys can do it. Like, you can do a Zoom, Facebook Live or something like that. But yeah, there's always an alternative. There's a product for everybody.
Totally agree. Okay, cool. Thank you for asking all those questions, because I know people were probably wondering the same thing. Is there any other questions on that?
Yeah. Sorry. Did you?
Oh, is there a bunch in the chat?
Yeah. So Kathy asked, and I want to touch on this because Kathy asked, can she go distributor to Emerald in 2 to 3 weeks? That woman had cancer. She was on a machine, and her upline overlooked her, and she was so upset, and she decided that she was going to go from executive to like Ruby to presidential. Like, yeah. Sorry, if she can do that on a hospital bed, but she doesn't know if she's going to be here tomorrow, I'm pretty sure we can go from distributor to Emerald in 3 weeks. Guys, people do this.
Absolutely.
There's so many people in our industry, like in our business, that have gone from distributor to oh my goodness, to double or diamond, double, triple, like in no time at all, less than 2 to 3 weeks. Like, it's crazy. So if you're, oh my God, I'm like echoing. If you're ready to actually run, like Mel said, these parties are going to be life changer. And I want you guys to actually commit. Like, I want everybody on our teams to commit to at least 2 parties this month, because those 2 parties are going to be what gets you to the next level. Done. Go ahead, Mike.
The other thing I wanted to add to is with that same lady who was hooked up to oxygen and had cancer. She had her child, and her child was also hospitalized and is special needs as well. And she, dealt with all of that. So, I'm not like a diamond leader. I'm not your upline. I'm not anything like to anyone. I'm me. But like, there's no excuses that you guys have. Like there's, you know what I mean? Like, you can do this. You can totally do this. And, I have drank the Kool-Aid, or I've drank the greens, maybe I should say. And I'm ready to do this. And like, we can, if, you keep that negativity, keep your doubts, chuck that all behind you. You need to every day tell yourself that I am a boss, BITCH. I can do this. I'm going to get it. and I am important. I deserve this. Like, this is what you need to be telling yourself all the time. These doubts and, your fears, it's not going to get you anywhere. You need to just stay on top of it. I'm sorry that I'm taking over, leaders. Go ahead.
No, you're good. And I couldn't agree more, actually. I mean, I was just thinking, as you were saying that, this, for everybody that wants to go Emerald, this is your time to start being a leader. We don't need to be the leaders. You know what I mean? Everybody is their own boss. And I know you didn't mean it that way, Hamis, but it kind of was going with what I was thinking already. But it's this is your time to be a leader and to build Emerald. The way to get ahead in this business is to help other people and to serve other people, not to only think of you and your chart, right? So you go into this thinking okay, I'm going to go Emerald. Yeah, we only have 3 weeks, but are you going to go and recruit 14 distributors and 150 LCs in 3 weeks? Probably not. Can you recruit 3? Yes. 4? Totally. Can you teach those 4 to get 3 more? Absolutely. Is it hard to get 4 LCs each? Not at all. And can they all run an auto shipment? They should. You know what I mean? It's really not that hard, you guys. I think we overcomplicate things. And that's why I wanted to show that video, is because it's attainable. And I feel like our team has been held back so long. There's no reason why we shouldn't have more Emeralds on this team, to be completely honest. The amount of resources that everybody has, the training pages that we have, the resources the company gives us. Everything. We even have the post pages, the millions of chat groups that we have. Because I didn't have any of that stuff, and I went diamond in 6 weeks. I had no upline. So if you really want it, you have to work for it, but you have to be willing to teach other people to do the same. So in 2 to 3 weeks, is it possible for you single-handedly to go Emerald? Probably not. Can you get 3 people and teach them to get 3 more? Totally, right?
As well as, there's no reason why you can't hit Emerald and your rubies underneath you don't hit Emerald. If they're working as hard as you are, there's no reason, and that it's getting you that much closer to your diamond or your double. It's insane how quickly you guys can build yourselves. You just have to have faith in yourself, and you have to let go of everything that's holding you back. We did this really cool little activity thing when we were at conference, and everyone had to kind of turn around. Did you talk about that, Mel? And how everyone had to turn to the back, have their backs to the other side. The stage is up here, and we all had to turn around, and he basically walked us through letting go of everything that holds us back, and then we were allowed to turn back around. It was really, really cool, and honestly, the energy for that was insane. It made me cry. But literally, you guys have to let go of whatever mind block you have. I can't stress this enough. You have to let it go. Whatever's holding you back. I don't care if I don't care. This woman has cancer and she had a freaking thing on her face. There's no reason you should, I don't care if you're too tired, for the next couple of weeks, who cares? Don't freaking sleep. Use your greens, whatever. You guys, who does not want $5,000? Can I see, do you want $5,000? Yes, no, maybe that doesn't drive you. I don't know. But once you hit Emerald, you're that much closer to diamond. You can forget your other jobs and just work it works. There's so much there that you have the freedom there with your kids. There's so much freedom, whether it's the financial part of it or the having the freedom to be able to do what you want. And you guys just need to run with it. Okay, I'm done. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. I love it. Oh, what's something?
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say I had that video, so at some point we're already, kind of taking all this time, but I at some point I'm gonna have to share that video that Ryan was just talking about, because that experience was incredible, about Mark talking about how we're the dark horse, and just let that past be in the past. And then I did want to share that, this should be your biggest motivation, but I just know starting out, you guys talk about you're a distributor and you need to go up and go Emerald. Don't be scared to talk to people about joining you. We have all these tools. They're going to get all these free products. There's ways that they can join this business. And now you can tell them that they can do this with you and do the same thing that you're doing, and they can get this $5,000. And when they're joining you, they actually get, 2 months to get that, to earn that bonus as well, depending on your, where you're at, if you just started or vice versa. But I'm just saying that don't be afraid just to talk to someone about your journey, because I'm thinking of when I first started, it took me forever to get a distributor because I didn't know how to approach it, and I overthought it. I was like, well, it's so easy to get a customer. You just get to like talk about product and talk about what it does. Well, like talking to a distributor is the same thing as selling the product, but instead of the product, you're talking about the company. And I feel like that should be like an advantage because you get to talk about it even more. Like, you know, like you don't need to be like, oh, well, I never really drank the greens. I don't really know how to like talk about it. Like you get to share your story, tell people about, you know, why you joined this company, really, you know, and create a connection with that person and try to find a little bit of emotion to kind of connect with them, you know, why, you know, how could they benefit from this company and, you know, run with it that way. But you don't need to find like a cute script, and I call it cute, but I really mean they're amazing scripts that we have. But I'm just saying, like, you don't need to worry about what script would be the right one to use. You just need to reach out to someone and be like, hey, you know, this is an opportunity that I have. Here's my story. I think you'd be amazing at it, and I don't want you to miss this opportunity. You don't even have to think like, what should I say? You just need to just find that person, send them a message, and just have a conversation that we're doing right now and tell them, you know, share your story with them and just go from it. So don't be scared to get those distributors.
Also, too, guys, with the script that Hannah was talking about, like people know when you're being real and people know when you're like remembering a script or reading off of a script. You know, be yourself, be who you are, and just talk like normally to people. And the other thing is too, there was one person that Amber and I saw, she did it. So this is like a tip if anyone wants this. She had green Post-its on every single one of her Blitz cards. And she told the Starbucks barista that she does a draw every week for a free wrap. She said, here, put your information on this Post-it, and I'm going to put it into the draw, and I'll give you a shout if you won the wraps. Clearly, she's going to call her and be like, hey, girl, sorry you didn't win, but I've got this like amazing opportunity for you, or I have products or whatever it is. But she has her information right there. The other thing is, if you guys, you know, can't get Blitz cards, or you know, you're spending your money towards your auto ship or whatever it is, another tip is to one person said that they pull out their phone when they're talking to someone and they're like, hey, you know what? I don't have any Blitz cards on me, but here is my information on the Blitz card. Let me text you this picture, and then you have the coupon that you can get the wrap. Guess what? She has all of her information now through text messaging. So again, no excuse that you can't talk to people. Like, there's so many easy ways that you can do it. If you can't, you know, think of how, you know, you're going to get the materials to do it or whatever, we have our phones. And on your phones too, you can also text your website to potentials, you know, right then and there. If they ask you about products, and you could be like, let me send you my website. Everything is there. And, you know, I'll follow up with you. You have their number that you texted them. And it's such an easy way to do it as well. Sorry, again, I'm talking too much. Bye.
Oh, wait, I was totally muted. No, I was just saying this is great. Like, I'm super proud of you for doing this, getting out there. I like it. I like this new Hamis. Okay, so real quick, because we're running out of time already. So 2 incentives for going Emerald. Carl and I decided at the conference that we were going to host an Emerald Escape for anybody who goes Emerald by their time. So basically whoever gets their $5,000 bonus, let's say that, right?
And I'm coming too. So like, you get to party with me. Anyways.
Yeah.
Fine.
Well, Ryan and Hannah are automatically qualified because they're diamonds, right? Well, Hannah will be diamond by the end of the month, so they automatically qualify. And so we are going to treat whoever gets their bonus to a weekend in South Lake Tahoe. And it's just going to be like lots of fun, tea building, swimming, games, like all that kind of good stuff. So it's going to be a great time. You guys have never been to Tahoe. It is the most beautiful place like you will ever see in your entire life. And you can do everything. There's gambling, there's hiking, there's casinos. Yeah. Oops. Oh, you.
Did everybody hear that, or did she freeze on you guys too, or was it just me? Did you hear what she said? Because I didn't hear everything. Okay. It was just me. Go ahead. Bye.
Okay. So anyway, so we'll get a house on the beach. Like we'll get a beach house, and have you guys come out, and we'll do barbecues and we'll have a bunch of fun stuff planned for you guys, some hikes and drinks and all that good stuff, and some surprises along the way. So we are very excited to be hosting that. So if you go Emerald, look forward to that. And then Mark Pentecost is actually doing an island contest. So this is if you build emeralds. So the top 15 people that build the most emeralds, there's no time limit yet. The top 15 get to go spend a day at Pentecost Ranch, and the top 3 get to go to the ranch, and then they get to go to the island to do a weekend on the island with the Pentecost family. So, which is insanity. So I'm totally going for that. I know Hannah and Ryan are going to give me a run for my money, but hopefully we'll be the 3 that are there on the island.
I'm going to give you a run for your money too. I'm going to be there too.
Heck yeah. Awesome. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to move into the diamond bonus real quick because Emerald is going to be a quick stop for everybody on this Zoom. What were you saying, Ryan? What was your saying?
That it's going to rain emeralds before the diamond storm.
Yes. So this month we're going to rain emeralds. Next month it's going to be diamond crazy. So, and if you can hit diamond this month, go for it. So here's what happens when you go diamond. So when you go diamond, double diamond, triple diamond, you actually are going to get a percentage of the distributors that you enroll, their commission from anybody that you enrolled in January and February. So let's say you enroll 4 distributors in January and 4 distributors in February. You get paid as a diamond, you will get 20% of all 8 of their commission. So if, let's just say, like for an example, or let's go with an emerald. Let's say one of your personally enrolled goes emerald. They make about $1,000 a month. You would be getting 20% of that. So you would get $200, and that's just one of the ones that you enrolled, right? And then you also get a percentage of their $5,000 bonus. You also get 20% of their $5,000 bonus. If you sign 20 distributors in January and February, you get 20% of all 20 of those distributors' commissions. That's crazy. Imagine if everybody on here went emerald. When you go double diamond, you get 40%. When you go triple diamond, you get 60%. So, I mean, we're just making it rain. Yeah, like.
Hold on 1 second here. 150. Yeah. 150.
150. That's like a whole nother conversation. But let me give you guys like an example. Okay, this example is in your eSuite. It's super bright, but if you want to look it up. So let's say if you're paid as a diamond, let's say you only signed 3 distributors up in January and February. Let's say one of them gets $100, one of them makes $500, and one of them makes $1,000. You're going to get an extra $320 in commission on your check because that's 20% of their total sales volume. If you hit double, it doubles, goes to $640, triple goes to $960, and then presidential, $1,280, you guys, for somebody making $100, $500, and $1,000 on your team. Like, who doesn't want an extra $1,300 on their check? Like, it's so crazy. And you can go from emerald to diamond and get the 20%. And then once you go from diamond to double, as long as it's within January and February, you'll get the 40%. So it still continues to grow with you. So you can promote and get more and more and more. And the best part is, you guys, you get paid on all of your distributors in January and February till July. Every single month for 6 months. It's not a one-time payment.
Then they're going to release the new, like July is when they're going to release the new promotions.
Yep. And then in July, there'll be a whole new bonus structure. So your goal needs to be signing up distributors, and getting them to get 4 customers within 72 hours. The more distributors you get last month and this month, the more you're going to get paid when you go diamond. So do you guys have questions on the match bonus? Because we were all very confused when it came out, and then Carl had to explain it to me 100 times.
Does anybody have any questions? Like, I feel like everyone's just like, I feel like you guys are like not on the same level as we are. Like, I feel like we're so excited and you guys are just sitting there like, just
I
staring
think
at us. I don't
Kathy
know.
asked a question. Let me see.
I don't know if you guys are like frozen or if you're just like just watching us. So like I would really love it if like you guys could actually say something, please, and thank you.
Did you guys hear everything that I just said about the diamond bonus? Because Lisa said it was freezing.
Hey, Melissa.
Yeah.
I have a lot of background noise. I'm sorry. This is Kathy.
That's okay.
If we don't make Emerald by the end of February, and I'm not saying I won't, but if we don't, there's still potentials for bonuses in July then.
Possibly, right? But they never told us they won't tell us what they will be until then. They might extend this one, or they might do something different. I think it's kind of a trial because they've never done anything like this before. You guys, they're matching the Ambassador Diamonds at 100%. They get 100% of everybody's commission that they enroll in February. Isn't that insane?
That's sleep money.
That is sleep money. That means we all need to go Ambassador. But yeah, no, you're gonna do it, Kathy. Okay. All right. Well, if there's no
questions.
Thank
you, Melissa. I'm sorry. My kids are super loud in the background. So thank you.
That's okay. I want to take a picture real quick and then let's ask more questions before I forget. So everybody turn your cameras on so I can see you. So I'm not talking to black boxes. Okay. Oh, baby. Ready? Everybody say cheese. Amy, I don't see you. I'm all calling her out. Okay. So no more questions, you guys? Nothing?
Question.
Yes.
I plan on buying a planner to get a little more organized, but can you give a little bit of some organizational tips on how you keep and especially me, like I'm a hard copy person rather than like on the computer, a good way to keep track of like who I have talked to, who I haven't talked to, who I need to check up on, just things like that. I feel like I definitely need to work in those areas. I feel like I'm not strongly organized yet.
Yeah, let me show you guys what I do. And then if anybody else wants to like kind of chime in, they can. I am very detailed on my planner. Let me turn this light down because it's like super bright so you guys can actually see. Okay, so this is my planner by day. This is the people that I actually physically have a conversation with every single day. So it's not who I sent a cold message to, it's who I spoke to, who I had a conversation with, who said they were interested in the product or the business. And then what I do is I follow up. Well, okay, so I highlight them when they order. And then I make a plan to follow up with them after a couple of days to make sure they got their product. I always follow up with them 2 weeks later, and then you want to follow up with them again 2 months later. So what I'm starting to do now is like, let's say if I wanted to follow up with the people from today, I would go from 2 weeks from today and on the actual page itself, write the day from the people that I need to follow up on. It's like super bright still. So that's how I stay organized. Because if I don't have a list in front of me, I can't remember. Like I'm such a visible person, like I have to see what I'm doing. And then like if I talk to somebody and they say later that they're not interested, like I still leave them on there, but I'll write like not interested because maybe later I can send them something about like, do you know anybody or would you be willing to post a post or something like that. So that's how I keep mine organized. I also have an Excel spreadsheet for people that are my current loyal customers. That way, if I ever want to do like a mass email, I can just cut and paste all of their stuff and BCC it. So Stephanie said she'll share hers. I know she's like super organized. Oh no, she said never mind. Never mind on that one. So that's just kind of what I do. The planner I think is key. My little It Works planner that I have, what I do with that one is on the side, left side of that, it has where you can track your steps to success, which I think is so important. And then I actually track my volume by day. So at the end of every single night, I screenshot the It Works Office app and where my PBV is and where my GBV is. That way, month after month after month, you can see if your business is growing or if it's standing still or if you're behind. And that to me, like if I wake up and I like look at my app and I'm like, crap, last month I was 100 BV higher than this month today. I'm going to go out and get 100 BV at least, because every single month I want to be getting better, right? So that's like a big key. That's something that I started doing with the leaders. And once they started really doing that, I think is what, just, I don't know, maybe Hannah or Ryan, you can say what your point of view on that is, but that's kind of where a big turning point in your business is when you start looking at that kind of stuff by day.
Well, absolutely. So the biggest thing is, like, this is what I did the minute. So I'm like in conference, it's the beginning of February, and I'm like freaking out. I'm like, I don't have my computer. Like, I need to sit down and look at my volume. And I could have done it on my phone, but like, I'm just like you. I have to have it like in front of me. So what I do every single month at the beginning is I look to see where my volume is at. And if you guys don't know how to do that, we have that on the team page. You guys can search for it. I'm sure there's a video, or just reach out to me and I'll talk to you about it tonight. But it is like super duper, and I just said super duper. It's so important. But I didn't know, that was a great tip. I didn't think about until Melissa said that, and she told me at conference. I didn't think about at the end of the day seeing where I'm at. But that is super important as well, because I want to make sure that I'm improving in my business, and I want to make sure that I'm, evolving and I'm growing. So that's awesome to track it that way. But you guys have to, at some point, you have to check your volume and see where you're at, because if not, you really don't know if you are building your business correctly. And so that's super important. A little tip on something real quick about organization. I love that. I'm a pen and paper kind of gal, but sometimes if I'm on the go and I don't have that with me, I hate doing things on my phone. I never use the calendar on my phone. I don't even know how to do that. I hate it. But when I'm talking to someone on Facebook and they're like, okay, I get paid next Friday. I'll talk to you then. Well, I'm not going to remember that when I get home from the store. I have a memory of like a goldfish. Okay. So I'm going to go, and set a plan with them. So it's going to remind us both in the chat that I have to talk to them that day. So basically what I'm going to say is, okay, do you mind if I set a little reminder for us so that way I can check back in with you that day? And of course they're like, sure, no problem. And I go up to their name and I hit start a plan, and I set it for that date that we're going to talk. I pick whatever time, and it'll actually remind you an hour before. And that way, you'll get a notification and it'll say, you have an event, and then it'll remind us both that we have to, I'm going to follow up with them. So if you guys are on the go, sometimes it's hard to remember to write these down and people who to follow up with. So that's something quick you guys can do to do that. And if it's on Instagram, go somewhere on your phone and make a note, people to follow or follow up with.
Definitely. I love that plan in the Facebook thing. I even did that today with some distributors so I could remember that I have one-on-ones with them tomorrow so I don't forget. That thing is like life. All right, perfect, you guys. So I think that's it. Thank you for jumping on. Sorry it ran a little bit over. I think the conversation was good. I hope you guys are as pumped up as we are. And I just want you to know that we 100% believe in you guys, and we believe that you can hit this rank this month, and we are 100% here for you. I know I plan on not sleeping until I hit my goal, and I plan on not sleeping until you guys hit your goals. So I'm committing myself to that, so we can sleep when we're dead, because when we're dead, we'll be rich. So, and we'll be leaving a legacy for our family. So that's it. Thanks you guys so much. I will post the picture, and make sure you guys tag yourselves, because I probably will miss people. But thank you. Have a great night.
Thank you, Mel, for posting it for us.
Oh yeah, no problem. Bye, guys.
No. We didn't do our picture.
I took one.
Oh, really? Your little brat do it with
I mean, everybody turned their pictures on.
Yeah, but you said that you stopped talking, and then I think we were all looking away. Can we see it?
Oh, everybody left already. No, I'm just kidding. Should I check and see if I got it? Okay, don't go anywhere real quick. Let me just paste it real fast, because now we lost I guess we didn't lose that many people. Let me see. Is that the slowest computer in the universe? It sucks.
Your volume, because every day you want your volume to be this, you need to be doing something different with your business.
Say that again.
If you're other that volume.
Did you hear me
Sense?
say that? Oh.
Okay, Mel's frozen. Are you frozen, Mel?
I think it was you, but we just lost some people. We just lost like 10. Bummer.